I can hear you. Hello, it is working. All right, excellent. You had it on the application instead of on the, was it on iMovie? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know what you're talking about.
There it is. Okay.
The song is in iMovie, yes.
Oh, it's in QuickTime. Okay, let me see if I can get greedy here.
Wait, how is this going to work?
We're going to give them the link.
Can you play the song off your computer? Because when we turn the volume on this one, it's going to...
No, we're just going to have them listen along with us. We're going to send the link in the page, and then we're going to say when we're listening to it.
Oh, okay.
Because the only way to truly
So we're putting headphones on?
No, I don't think we need headphones for this one.
Honey, what I'm saying is when you put the volume on so we can hear it out loud, it's going to start reacting to this thing. So the only options we have is headphones or play it from your computer.
I see. We could all just sing.
I wish that we could do a split screen somehow. Oh, we're a little low? We can fix that. How's that? That do anything? How do we sound now? How do we sound now? Do you like the sound of it? How do we sound now? Okay, yes, louder.
All right, so we're.
Do they know what we're doing? Which song? Oh yeah, we already told them.
It's in the title.
Yeah, we're doing Nightwish, you guys. How do you feel about that?
I think Pony's happy. Actually,
Thank you, Dale.
This whole situation has inspired a new Patreon policy that we're gonna have.
Which is what?
So, long story short, we're gonna make it like I am confusion. We're gonna make it so that people can vote on songs.
Yeah.
But like, so $1 patrons get 1 point, and then $5 patrons get 2 points, and then $10 patrons get 3 points. Then whoever hits 50 points first on a given song,
how do you keep track
wins
of that?
the song. Well, we just see who clicks on it, and then we'll know who gets what. I mean, it's a little bit of extra work, but it's a pretty cool way to keep involvement. Because I didn't know how many people were going to be involved on the actual page. We're not going to publish a video yet.
There's a way to do polls.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
Huh.
I'm thinking out loud right now. Can you vote more than once? That's interesting. I go to 50. Is that what I did?
Getting lag.
I'm getting lag because I'm going down to 480. I count as 2 people. Me and my wife share the account. Let us know if the lag ends. I just reduced the quality a bit.
Every time that we do it around this time.
Well, I don't know. We got more internet going. We're going to come up with a solution. If you go 50, I'm going to 51. Yeah, that $1 cost us $40. Good Lord. In Chicago, we vote early in the community. They're using the phone again, hence the lag. Would not surprise me. All right, I'm going to turn this off and see what happens.
I'm going to make sure that the internet is off, not that they're just not using it.
Okay, so we're going to do a quick internet run to make sure the little whippersnappers are... What's going on, Evan? I might push out the contest idea to you guys. I have like a general sketch. And whoever comes up with the best idea probably is going to win a free song review or something like that. But I basically want it to be like for example, obviously the most people we have are $1 people, right? So it's like, it'd be cool if the $1 people like had an alliance and like got together and said, look, if 50 of us agree on something, we're guaranteed a song, even though the $5 people get 2 points and the $10 people get 3. If we all band together, we can do it. Then the $10 people get together and say, we can do more with less, etc., etc., etc. So that's kind of like the outlying sketches of the plan. I just want to make sure that it doesn't cost us too much labor overhead for Sori, because as you could tell, that might be a bitch to track. Well, it's not lagging now, babe. Okay, so...
Saying all the internet's turned off.
Well, once I turned off this one, it went back to normal. Yeah.
Okay.
Is this counted as tribalism? Yes, actually. It does count as tribalism. But I think it'll work. So my idea is, like, we got to figure it out before... Nothing is official, by the way, until we shoot an update video. But basically, I want to come up with a way to give patrons a chance to influence which songs we do.
Okay. Oh, your moral dilemma is...
Well, no, because my plan is the $1 patrons get 1 point, $5 patrons get 2 points, $10 patrons get 3 points. So and whoever hits 50 first, whichever song request hits 50 points first wins.
Okay.
So, like...
do we have any... Like, is it going to be, like, 4 songs and they pick from the 4?
Well, no. I mean, they'd pretty much have to come up with it themselves, because, like, if I reach out to all my fellow $1 patrons and say, look, this week, let's do this and get it 50 votes, and then next week we'll do yours and get it 50 votes, and then try to recruit some $10 people to put a 3-point kick in there and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
It would turn into, like, a really...
Okay.
And that way, I would be completely fine with. If songs got selected that way, I'd be completely fine with it. You know what I mean?
Because there's some...
Because everybody can participate. While at the same time, the $10 folks, and then you get 15
Well,
to
not
20.
everybody. Only the people paying money can participate.
Yes, but what I'm saying is, like, obviously we're not going to say, oh, if you're a $1 patron, you can select a song, because we've got 200 of them.
Right.
But at the same time, I also didn't want to say, oh, if you're a $70 patron, you get to choose a song, because, you know, people are in these crazy financial situations. But this way, they're doing it together as a community, and it balances out people paying versus not paying. And in my mind, it makes it fair, while at the same time giving that, like, for example, if somebody's like a, I don't know, $50, $75 patron, they get 10 points. So
I thought it was a point per dollar.
They could really swing the vote. I don't know. I don't know if it's a point per dollar. I'm just thinking out loud right now.
Yeah, this is probably another thing that we're going to need Mark in on, because there might be a certain spot where...
Yes, Evan. Currently, it's a Patreon-only stream, but we're not going to kick you out if you're not a patron.
Yeah, but how did he get here? Is everybody going to start coming in?
It's on the Patreon page,
yeah.
Thingamajiggy.
No, but it was hidden to everybody that wasn't a patron.
Well,
Evan, how did you find it? Anyway, keep talking.
What happens in month 12 when 10 $1 patrons who've been here for 12 months get beat up by 6 $5 patrons who just signed up? It's very possible. But that's why you want people to communicate with each other and make alliances. Because if you make alliances, the lower tier folks are going to be the majority, and then the higher tier folks are going to be the minority. Right? And so it's like, if you guys communicate with each other, you're going to have a real fighting chance against the higher tier folks.
I think it's a cool idea.
Right. And it encourages compromise, because, like, I really want this week, but if we can get this week, then bang. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Jumping to 50 in a heartbeat. And you could do that. You could say, like, I really want this song done this month, and jump to 50, and then jump back down to 1 the next month. You know what I mean? Like, there's a whole bunch of strategy, but we got to figure out what.
I asked Evan, I was like, why? Is there someone in here that's not a patron? He was like, well, no, I was just confused.
It's a pyramid scam. Exactly. No, you're right. I just have to make sure, like, we have to look at the numbers percentage-wise and go, okay, what's going to be good for everybody? But at the same time, like, still recognize the people who are, like, seriously put us into their budget.
Please,
like, $75.
I haven't had a problem with this. It's been more you.
Yeah.
I'm more like, people are putting their money out. If I go to the store and I want to buy a candy bar, I put my money on the table and get the candy bar.
Right.
So if somebody wants a certain song reviewed, we're not saying if you don't put money, you don't get any song. You're not going to hear any of the content.
Well, no.
You go to the jukebox, you put money in.
But this way, the people, like, for example, Ray, he said, I'm poor, so I only did $1.
Yeah.
He still has a shot.
Yeah.
If he can convince his other $1 people to go, if he can make a good argument and say, let's do this, and shoot, I don't know, they elect a villager.
Jake, so who's the capitalist now? That's right.
You're ridiculous. So anyway.
Okay, you have to wait for me. I'm too hot. I'm feeling like I'm going to get fainty.
So anyway, I really wanted to focus on you guys this month because you guys have been carrying us, so we appreciate it. Absolutely appreciate it. And so that's kind of the contest. So if, Alec, you're kind of like, the overlord, the brains, Dan, Uncle Dan, like let's come up with an algorithm that'll work for everybody. Basically, it's basically the algorithm should function like a pyramid, but the idea is to encourage community and all that good jazz. I think it'll be like one song a week. So like one song out of 14 is going to be a Patreon song. And, we'll close voting on like a Friday or something like that. So it'll be a 7-day cycle of whatever. And if nobody hits 50 points, then we don't do a Patreon thing that week. That's kind of the idea. What's up, Neil Murray?
Yeah, I think if we talk to... Oh, hey.
What?
Yeah, I saw Nexus, but it was Alex saying, ask Nexus. Nexus should have been in on this regardless.
Right. Well, what's the ETA on our actual...
webpage?
The actual...
Well, I don't know. The date keeps changing.
Published.
The date keeps changing. The thing is, what's happening is he keeps doing other jobs and like seeing stuff that's really cool and being like, oh, this would be good for the Ville. So then he adds more stuff. So, if he would have just done a basic website like we paid him for, then you know what I mean? But he wants to make it great.
I know. Look at Alex.
What's the matter?
Boy, the only coding language I know is Python, and that's for bioinformatics.
Oh my gosh.
Sure.
Okay.
I know what bioinformatics
Yeah.
is. We were just having a
Alex,
conversation.
we're smart too. I was just talking to the kids about that.
So what are we saying? Once we hit 35?
Oh, that just feels so good. Yeah, sure. I'm putting my feet in really cold water because it's too hot in my room.
Or maybe we say, yeah. And I think everybody that was a Patreon, everybody that was in Patreon before, we can boost their points, so they'll get double points. But then everybody,
my gosh,
well,
this is becoming a very complicated thing.
But then everybody who is a patron after they get I don't know. Yeah, I'm overcomplicating.
This is getting huge.
I'm overcomplicated.
We're gonna have to hire somebody just for this.
But I think it's cool because I'd love to see like if somebody figures it out and says, man, if I contact these people. And we create like a separate chat or something in the village, and like we all get together and say bang bang bang.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of ways to strategically make that happen.
For sure.
Like, somebody like recruits, like if I want my thing and I like secretly behind the scenes like recruit a couple 50 people, they're like, you betrayed us, Uncle. Okay. All right. So right now we are going to do. Absolute power, Gregory says. What's up, Germ? How the hell can I contact other patrons? I think what we're going to do is $1 per letter against the bourgeoisie.
We'll, we got to talk to Mark and we'll figure out. There's got to be, like, maybe there can be a separate chat on the website. a separate forum.
I mean, if I was them, I would just hit up the village. I'd be like, hey, anybody who's a $1 Patreon, hit me up. We're starting a chat channel for the contest.
Yeah, but anybody who's not a $1 Patreon might join in and say, yeah, I am, and put their vote in, and it's not really
yeah.
People are going to do that.
I don't think people would lie. But there is a
people like to jump in the chat.
There is a community, but there is a community within Patreon too. Patreon itself is like its own form of Facebook.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. So can they? Oh yeah, go on Patreon and put your feels out there because that's true.
What's the point of being in the aristocracy if the minions have control? Well, Ultimate, you would have 2 points instead of 1 point. That's double points. Yikes.
Oh, this is cool. Rudy, any of the villagers live in Austin and going to the Faceless and Lorna Shore show.
Sure.
I hope somebody's close by there. You all can go together. Yeah, Zork, not everybody's on Facebook, but that's why there's places to talk within Patreon. I just don't know how.
Okay, so I think what we're gonna do, we got to figure out a way to do this without going to the internet over there because that's what slowed us down before.
Okay. Well, yeah, but I had it. I have it. It's right here.
I don't think you should do that.
Why? The Velvet Underground is gone.
No, it's not.
Oh, there it is.
It's right
okay.
there.
So we'll just do, it's right here. We're just going to have to put our headphones in when it's time to start. Did you send everybody else the link for it?
Nope.
Okay.
Pony.
Can she make a post on Patreon?
Pony, put the link in the thingy.
Oh, right here. She can't put a link. It doesn't let her. It won't let her. They're not allowed to. It doesn't let them.
Oh, we'll put the link in the description.
They need to have it right now.
My $1 says you need to watch Guar live.
Okay, guys, I'm sorry we're a bit, dysfunctional
Just
here.
put the...
What, honey? Do it. I don't have the link.
Just put the link.
I don't have the link. I was going to get the link.
As the address.
Okay.
Don't worry, we'll figure it out.
But I didn't have the link. That's what I was going to do. And then you started making that face. That's not where I was going to... I was just going to go to Facebook because Pony sent it to us.
Okay, go to Facebook. I gotta talk to Jimmy Dore. Yikes. Jasmine Marquez just signed up on Patreon, so we got to get her the link because we can't have her left out. I would be posting that stuff right now. I'd be like, look, I'd come up with a schedule, the whole 9 yards.
Okay, how do I get... Is it here? Where do I get back to the Facebooky thing?
It's on Safari. I mean Google Chrome.
Right here. Put it under public comment.
Sure. Are you a TYT person? No. I'm usually very, very fascinated by those guys because I usually don't agree with 90% of the stuff that they say. But I love listening to those guys for sure. That doesn't sound good.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh. Jay Greg, I see you, my man. TYT is the Young Turks. Cenk Uygur and all those guys. Cenk Uygur and all those guys. Might end up like Sam Harris versus Cenk. I don't think we're like anywhere near important enough for Cenk to even acknowledge our existence. But there's a Jamar L. Thomas.
Bye, Ben. Sorry you couldn't stay.
Ben who?
Ben McDermott.
Ben.
It's 1:35 there, and he has to work at 8, so. She's saying that she has a good version of it on those, but
yeah,
our CD
the
player's
DVD.
not working still.
Well, it's a DVD.
Oh, it's a DVD.
Yeah. Does everybody have the link?
Tell me if the link works.
So we've got the link. Love you, Matt. He drinks bacon grease. Y'all are terrible.
It works. Link is good.
I don't know who Jesse Lee Peterson is, unless you mean Jordan Peterson. Okay, so this is going to function just like any other review that we do, right? So...
try to keep it under 45.
Yeah, we're going to try to keep it under 45, and yes, we will count down. Alec, we're going to ban you from the forum if you mention mayonnaise ever again.
He'll ban you. I'll let you back in.
Yeah, you would. You would. Yeah, people are asking for the upload. The upload is going to have to wait.
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't start it this time. Okay, so you have the song?
Do I have the song?
Yep.
Yeah, it's on right here.
Okay, so the song, so it's going to function just like any normal review. And then after we do our review, then we'll take questions from y'all or maybe even comments
or whatever. Sorry.
Like eventually what I'd like to do is like maybe we could have people call in to Skype.
Oh, yeah.
And then talk to us about what they thought of the song. So if anybody's interested in calling it Skype, that would be cool too.
Yeah. You can, not Skype. We'll just call them.
Scissor, we're using the 2012 version because our resident, what's the name of it? Nightwish expert said that's the best version. Yes, Dale, please email me a link to this person's YouTube channel. Okay, so Ghost Love Score is a song, so I want to look at the lyrics. And based on our Aussie review, you know that we're going to tell you exactly what we really think of the song.
Can you push your chair over? Right. Regardless.
The original song has Tarja, I Hear That, but Floor. I'm very, very interested to hear Floor. Okay, so let's go. Yes, we're going to basically do a countdown. We're going to do a countdown because we're bootleg right now. We got to find out a better way to do this. We're going to do a countdown for the song. And then...
Jeez, where are your headphones? Oh, you already have them on.
Post the link again, please. Interesting camera angles. I agree. Go slow score. Yes, there will be a countdown, and we shall return soon enough. Did we fix the camera, or are we going to be perpetually in this state?
I can't see. It feels like it's not on.
What? The camera?
Check.
What happened?
It fell. You know how I get when I get hot? I feel like I don't want to faint. So I'm like...
Well, why don't we just...
That's why I'm sticking my feet in ice water and I'm trying to, but it makes me extra klutzy when I'm like that.
Let's just put on the AC. What happened to your AC? Music? Alright. It's time to rock and roll. So we're going to do a countdown. And then we'll be ready to rock and roll. No heat casualties. Do you have the head?
I guess Sori got cold feet. Because I told him.
I see what he did there. I see what he did there. Everybody's going to start on go.
Yeah, on go. Just like I usually do in the videos, I'll say go, and then I hit play. So if you can open up 2 screens at the same time, you can still see what's going on in the chat, plus hear it. I wish there was a way to do both.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, go. And when I do that, that's when it happens. Okay?
Ready?
Hold on, I just want to make sure everybody got the memo.
You gotta hit Chrome.
Is everybody ready? $108 in Baco, good lord. Link one more time. Somebody needs the link. There's the link. Look at Mike. The garage door opens. We're gonna wait for you, buddy.
It.
Huh?
The garage door opens? Is that even...
His garage door opens. He's got to check what happened, and then.
Oh. No, because one of the people were saying that they could only hang out until their wife and kid got home. So it's probably that person. Sorry, Mike. Enjoy that family.
All right. About to do the countdown, y'all. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go! Yo, a Nightwish tattoo? God almighty.
Wow. What? Wow.
Done. Yeah, shit. Oh, yeah.
Whoa. That, remember how I kept saying, like, I like the female vocals that are, like, clean and, like, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, I love the desperate vocals, but aside from the desperate, if it's a female vocals, that is what I like. Whew, that girl can sing.
I mean, she's a badass, that girl.
Yeah.
God almighty.
Yeah. What happened?
Well, I mean,
I don't know what the song was about, though, because I was, like, focusing a little bit on the lyrics, and then I was like, you know what? Forget about it. I'm just going to enjoy what's going on here.
well, that's why I always say, like, my weakness is the way to life hack me is to suggest a live song.
Yeah.
It's because of that shit. Like, I want to see, can you really pull that off in real life? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, is it just, you know, is it just studio magic, or is it really, like, are you really that much of a badass?
Yeah.
And she
definitely.
She is that much of a badass. For sure. Were they saying floor at the end? Because her name is Floor. They weren't saying Nightwish.
Vin and Sori sitting on a tree, loving Nightwish. Hee hee hee.
Oh my god.
Okay, what did you ask me? What?
I think they were saying floor at the end.
Floor?
I'm not sure.
Why
Her
would they
name
do
is
this?
Floor.
Oh, yeah. I
don't
think
even know
probably.
I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it properly.
Yeah, that's wow.
But good lord, if we can score a live, like watching these people live.
I thought it's Winter Sun that's going to be with Nebula Scars.
Yeah, Winter Sun's going to be with Nebula Scars. We should probably do a Winter Sun song.
Yeah, I know we should. Yeah.
Considering, you know, God. All right, so
Wow.
So let's start backwards. So I know you want to talk to the people, but right now we're going to do a regular Vin and Sori review.
You're right.
And then we'll talk to the people. We'll let them Skype in, all the rest of it.
Okay.
I need you focused right now.
Okay, I'll try.
Okay, so
I loved it. I loved her voice. I liked the way that it, like, progressively got more and more and more intense until at the end, friggin' the wind was blowing in her hair, and she was like, I was like, man, what it must be like to be her. And, like, I can't imagine opening my mouth and having that much beauty come from it. That's crazy.
you got a lot of beauty come out of your mouth.
Not like that.
She's got nothing on you. Yeah, I feel like this is okay. There was that Dimmu Borgir thing that they were good live.
Yeah, but
there was
they were
Migla. I don't know how to pronounce it.
But they as a whole, like, you know, the band here was good too. But like her vocals were friggin' so amazing that she stands out above the rest.
She obviously cared. I mean, really, honestly, like musically, it wasn't very.
Yeah.
It didn't really go.
Yeah.
It didn't really go anywhere. But I think. But when I say didn't go anywhere, it's like it wasn't like, oh shit, this is some new shit.
But I don't know if, for me, I don't know if she wasn't so amazing if I would have been like, wow, they're really good. but because she was like, she just drew so much attention that the other people I didn't even. I was like, whoa!
I feel
time.
like Nightwish, and we'll probably have Pony call in on the Skype line, but I feel like Nightwish has always been constructed around the vocalist.
Oh, okay.
So they've had 3 singers, to my knowledge. They've had this Tarja, the one that, and then there was the one in the middle, which is the one we did the Poet and the Pendulum with. And I guess nobody liked her.
Really?
Yeah, like there's all these memes about like you go through a breakup and then you know Tarja was a breakup and then the other girl was like the rebound that you, and she's gone and now Floor is like she took the mantle and now like people legit like okay.
Well, she's
and now there's like a Tupac and Biggie versus who's better, Tarja and Floor. Like you saw it in the chat where Pony's like I'm not entertaining this.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, because
Pony doesn't like this one.
No. Pony, I think Pony loves this lady.
People were saying other things, and so Pony was saying, "I'm not entertaining the."
Right, I'm not. She's basically saying, "I'm not getting into the jihad about." And I remember I heard one song from the original singer, and she was, but this lady's like some cross between an angel and a rock star.
Yes.
Like she walked in and she knows it too. She's like,
"Yep,
look, motherfuckers."
Yep. No, it's true.
Like
it's true.
I am divine. I'm a divine being. And I was surprised when she was rocking at the end. I was like, like people who can like sing like that. She must be a classically trained. I was talking to Pony about it a couple. I'm pretty sure she's probably classically trained. I'm not sure. But the other one was classically trained. And Schoolcraft is classically trained. You got these like... I was listening to this song and then thinking about the Black Sabbath song that we reviewed. Because Sabbath was the beginning of metal.
Yeah.
Right? And like... It's like thinking to yourself, like, could those guys have imagined this is what art form that you created was going to metastasize into? It's a crazy. That's why I love live shows, because when I was in high school, like I literally like spaced my life out for the live show. You know what I mean? And it had to be. So cool. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you go to these shows, especially in the new metal era, and the guy would show up with his hat backwards and sandal. One guy showed up in sandals.
He said that.
I'm like, come on, like I'm trying to escape from the terribleness of like my life, and here you are in sandals. Like you're supposed to be larger than life and shit. Like people are supposed to faint when they meet you.
I'm not sure if I saw you when I was driving here.
Yeah, exactly. Like you could have been just some regular dude in the crowd, not these people.
Right? No.
It's like that Lewis quote where Lewis said, if you were ever to meet like a glorified Christian after the resurrection, you'd be tempted to worship because that's how amazing we're going to be. And like she embodied that. It's a very interesting thing to me about the band is like, it seems like they're okay with that. Like it seems like they understand that we're going to make the woman the centerpiece. We're going to play some good solid metal progressions. We're going to have the synth in there, but the woman is going to be the centerpiece of the show. And it seems like they're completely good with that, and that they celebrate it. They love it. And I think they were cheering her. I'm pretty sure they were saying, we'll have to ask Pony, but... So, yeah, the live show was... So, what do you think between them and Dimmu Borgir? Who had the better live show? We've only seen one clip of...
I think that... Dimmu Borgir, if that's how you pronounce it, I think that they had the better live show in the sense of, like, what you saw and, like... how they had the group of, the orchestra, that. You had the group of the guys. Right. So there was like, that production was better. Yeah. But these vocals are unbelievable. In my opinion, hers are unbelievable. Yeah. So she just murdered them. She just took it to a whole new nether level.
Yeah, they couldn't fuck with her.
No.
Like even all those extra people.
No.
Theatrically speaking, for sure.
Yeah.
But like, if you're just talking about the vocal and how the music hits you, I got to give it to her too. That's very interesting. If you could combine both of those, like if they like said we're gonna blow a bunch of money and like we're gonna have crazy. A Gregorian group here and whatever, that would be legit.
Yeah.
Okay, so right now I think, but I think it's close. I mean, I respect Demo, like what they did. It's like this to me.
Oh, wow. As far as the vocals on both the songs?
Just everything considered together.
Okay, yeah, I can throw in.
But I'll tell you what else. The fans of these people
are
looked to me like
Oh
these
my
fans
gosh.
were much more affected
Yes.
than the Demu people.
Yes. People were
Like, it
crying
wasn't
and
even
hugging
close.
each other.
Yeah.
Did you see when they passed the water bottles? I think there was even one scene where
Yeah.
somebody was just pouring to share with
Well,
everybody.
that was, I'm pretty sure that was a dude from the band that did that.
Oh, though, okay. It
Yeah,
looked
they'll
like
do
it was
that.
just a person.
They'll do
Like,
that.
it looked like it was farther in than somebody in the band, but...
Yeah. Yeah, live, they're live, they're badasses live. It's so interesting to me about metal. Like, for example, the Migla, I still don't know how to pronounce that band. The one we did yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
the one that I was listening to for 15 times in a row when I was taking my shower.
Mm-hmm.
They were okay live. They weren't really...
Yeah. No.
It wasn't
yeah.
life-changing.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the song, obviously. But, I mean, they were okay live. But, like,
Yeah.
it's like the diversity in, like, what makes you like something and what makes you not like something. Like, I feel like the lyrics for the Migla song, whatever it was, drove how I felt about the live performance. Versus this one was just, like,
Oh my
ethereal.
Yeah.
Like, the thing that I like is when a band shoots for a certain type of image and they hit it.
Yeah.
So, like, they were shooting for, we're going to be this ethereal sort of, like, shit that you would see out of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
And you will believe that you're in fucking,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know where people live in the Lord of the Rings,
Yeah.
but you will believe if you went to, like, I feel like if you went to one of those shows, like, you would feel like you were in, you know, Tolkien's universe or whatever it is. I don't know. We've
Yeah.
got a live DVD. Now I'm like, how are we going to do this live? Because I want to do some sort of, like, group watch with the live DVD.
Okay, we'll figure that out
I
later.
don't know how we're going to do that because we have the...
We'll figure it out later.
that TV can do a lot of shit, so
Okay, let's figure it out right now.
I want to figure out how to do it on the channel. But that's an afterthought. Okay, so so the live show is incredible. Unbelievable. All right. Ghost Love Score. What did you think the song was about?
Like I said, I didn't really catch much of it because I was like reading some of it and then but I'm too split when I'm trying to understand lyrics or feel a song. I just wanted to feel the song and like take it all in. There was a lot to take in.
Okay. It obviously Love Score. It seemed like there was a relationship issue, and relationship is probably over. She said,
I did hear her say that the person would make her bleed.
yes. It's right there.
Take me, cure me, kill
What did
me.
you-
It seemed like
I'll
on that
believe-
part. Oh, where is it?
My fall will be for you, my fall will be for you, my love will be in you. If you be the one to cut me, I'll bleed forever.
Yeah, it seems to me that she's like, I'm throwing all in with this, regardless of what it does to me, and like, because she's going all in. If the person wants to cut her, fine, I'll just bleed forever. Like, or I don't know. I think I was just thinking the all in when I did hear that part. The beginning was when I was a little paying attention a little bit.
Well, it seems like she's saying that she's so invested in him that if he breaks her heart, that she'll never be healed.
Well, she says for him to cure her. Down here, she says, take me, cure me, kill me, bring me home, every way, every day, just another loop in the hangman's noose. So, to me, it just seemed like whatever he wants to do, it doesn't matter. Like, if he wants to take her and he wants to cure her, he wants to, whatever, like, it's just, I don't necessarily think that it's a healthy situation that she's found herself in, but I think that she is taken by him.
Well, yeah, I was just focusing on the, if you're the one to cut me, I'll bleed forever. Mm-hmm. Which means, I'm interpreting that as, she's falling so hard for him that if he cuts her, if he breaks her heart or whatever, then she'll never be. Because you do have people like that. Like, there are certain relationships like that where if it doesn't, it's not that if it doesn't work out, but if they do something like, you know, we've had those conversations. Mm-hmm. Like, it's like, there's some relationships where it's like, hey, if you do this, the relationship will be over and it'll hurt, but it, you know, you'll move on. And then there are other relationships where it's like, if they do something to you, like unfaithful, cheat on you, whatever, it'll completely wreck you. And yeah, I agree. I mean, obviously, I don't think that that's healthy, but at the same, I always wonder, because there is a line in the song here, and I'm like, where she talks about the line between show me myself without the shell, although that's not the line that I was worried about. Not worried, but I was like, okay. But that is a good one, though. Show me myself without the shell. What did you get out of that one?
I didn't hear that part, but without what shell? The shell of... What is the shell?
Well, I'm just assuming that... I'm assuming that she's talking about, like, everybody has all these pretensions or
Yep.
things that they put out to people. And then there's only one or two people ever that really get to see who you are, like, inside.
Yeah.
But, like, it seems like she's so busy pretending to be other people that she doesn't even know who she is.
Yeah.
And so she's asking this guy to kind of be her
Help
mirror.
her break out of it? Oh.
Well, the mirror of her real self, if that makes any sense. What did you think of that?
Where did it say? Where did you get that?
Redeem me into childhood. Show me myself without the shell.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Because as a child, you're kind of, kids say they don't know how to filter things. Like they don't know that they're supposed to worry about how they're coming off to people.
Yeah.
So they'll just come, and then as you grow into adulthood, you start learning, like people don't really want me for the raw truth of who I am. And then you start pretending to be the people that you think other people want you to be.
Yeah.
And then it looks like she
then
forgot
you lose
herself.
yourself in that. Yeah. What do you think revived the old sin of Adam and Eve, of you and me? Forgive the adoring beast.
Adoring beast?
No, adoring.
Yeah, I thought that was... What did you get from that one?
I didn't know what was
I thought that was an interesting line. Relive the old sin of Adam and Eve. Well, I mean, the taking part of the forbidden fruit or whatever.
Yeah.
Of you and me, forgive the adoring beast. Well, I think certain relationship, it's probably one of those, like, this is a forbidden relationship type of thing.
Uh-huh.
Right? Because, I'm very, very surprised that there hasn't been some sort of, and maybe I haven't read enough literature, but I'm very surprised that there hasn't been, like, a Adam and Eve type story and literature, because that, to me, like, that relationship would be so multi-layered, it would be insane to me. Because it's like, on the one hand, they're the only ones that knew what a perfect world was, and then lost it. Nobody else knows that. All the rest of us knows just a fucked up world.
Right.
2, there's got to be, like, some hidden resentment between the two of them. Like, Eve being like, why did you stop me? And Adam being like, what the fuck?
Why did you do it? Yeah.
But at the same time, like, there's literally nobody else in the world that can relate to you but that person. So, like, there's so many layers to Adam and Eve's relationship, if you really just sat and thought about it, that it's pretty crazy. And I'm very surprised that nobody has written, like, a very...
Or the introduction to sin in a marriage. You know what I mean? Like, because they would have known what it was like for them to just go along. There was no sin, so they weren't fighting. They didn't misunderstand each other. Like, all those things weren't happening. And then all of a sudden, like, not only did you get, you're sent out of the garden, and then you have, like, that hidden resentment-y thing that you were talking about, but now you're outside of the garden. There's all these other complications that keep coming up as a result, and you haven't been, like, it's completely new to you. You didn't see your parents doing it. You know what I mean? Like, but I guess they were, I don't think that God just left them there, so maybe they were in a pretty good situation, because as they started walking and sin was being introduced into who they were, then maybe that's how, like, they had those conversations with God. He was their counselor,
Yeah. This is if you think about the Black Sabbath song that we just did.
Yeah.
Which was about a relationship, but it ended.
Yeah.
Because he's like, you're not helping me.
You didn't help my mind.
You're out of here.
Yeah.
which is a caricature, but I mean, there wasn't, much to work with that song. And then this song, it's very interesting about, like, relationships and how they work and why they fail and why they stay together. Like, this one, it's like very, very romantic song.
Yes.
But it's like the stuff she's saying, I like, would you want our daughters?
I was just thinking, no, I don't want our daughters.
Like, would you want your daughter to sell out like that deeply into a relationship? But then I'm like, well, are they supposed to love, like, in this real guarded way to hold back pieces of themselves so that they don't get, like, completely wrecked in a relationship? Like, what are you supposed to do?
Yeah, but I think the type of person that pulls so far away from their own self, so that way they create such a shell that they've lost who they are, is the exact type of person that's going to land in this type of situation where they're needing something extreme from the other person. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This was the line that got me right here.
You're not listening.
No, I was listening, but this is the line that I was
Okay.
talking about.
Go
That's
ahead.
going to be the corollary to your other one.
All right.
Singing on the shoulders of an angel without care for love and loss. That's the one.
Okay, what about it?
Because it's like, when you're entering into a relationship, there's always that fear. And like, to be able to enter into a relationship without that fear at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to care about loving you and losing you. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to love you, boom, in that moment, period. Mm-hmm. And then if I lose you, I lose you. You're going to cut me forever. I'll bleed forever. But I'm not going to worry. That's not going to pull me back from like completely giving my heart to you.
Yeah.
I think that's good.
I think that's good too.
I think that's really, really good.
Yeah.
I wonder, like, how many couples are actually able to achieve that. And I
Yeah,
also
I don't know.
wonder, with our doctrine of sin, is that even possible? Is it possible for two sinful people who will default to hiding things because that's the first thing they did, Adam and Eve, right? They hid. Is it possible for them to get back to that state? Because right before Adam and Eve falls in Genesis 2, it says the man and women, they were naked and they were not ashamed. Mm-hmm. And that is that stuff. Like, I'm going to be completely open with you. You're going to be completely open with me 24/7. Right? And then sin comes in and all of a sudden now they see that they're naked in their garden and all. And so it's like, is it possible to get back to that state of mind to where you're completely open with the person and you're not you're not going to care about... Because she's very honest. If you cut me, I'll bleed forever.
Yeah.
But at the same time, she's like, I'm not going to let that stop me from being... So, like, I want that for our daughters, but not the bleed forever thing. Like, I want our daughters to love that way, to be like...
Yeah.
They find their guy, they get married, and then boom, like...
Yeah.
Love him with your whole soul and without fear and without restraint. But I also don't want them to bleed forever if he hurts her feelings. Or not hurts her feelings, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. But don't you think that that's inevitable if you, like, completely give your heart to somebody, and if they hurt you, like, there's always a part of you that is, like, hurt?
I don't think... She said cut, not hurt.
If
you can hurt somebody and not cut them. I think
cut sounds intentional.
There's only about, like, there's only, like, 3 or 4 things that will cut you in a relation. Like, unfaithfulness, right? Complete abandonment. Those are like, that will cut you. But just regular, I think they'll be able to... I think you can hold those together. I'm very curious when we start Skyping folks if, like, people think that that's even possible. That you could be that open with somebody in this life and then not have the unhealthy... See, I don't want them to have that mentality. If you cut me, I'll bleed forever.
Well,
like,
I know.
I don't want them to have that mentality. But then I'm like, but if you, like, you have shells to cover something that's soft.
That's soft, yeah.
So, like, if you unshell yourself completely, then
how can...
Then, I don't know. I think they're probably correlated to some degree. I think you can't have one without the other.
Right.
And the really pragmatic side of me says, well, just tell them to kind of balance out the shell and the...
the shell and the openness.
Yeah. Yeah. You just kind of, I don't know. I'm very curious to see what people are going to say.
I know.
I don't know who writes the lyrics for this band, but whoever does... Okay, here it is. Tomas Laurie Johannes Halapian. I'm not sure. Anything else that stuck out to you?
No. Oh, that's cool. The very first one, I didn't even see that. We used to swim the same moonlight waters. Well, would it be moonlit, but it says moonlight waters? Oceans away from the wakeful day. That's pretty sounding.
Yeah.
It is. You're right. It's very romantic.
You know what's curious to me? She says, I'm going to fall for you. Or we say things like we fall in love. Why is... the I don't know, the moment, why is that called falling for a person?
Oh, I've thought about that a lot, actually. And I always thought that it was because it's not something that you tell yourself you're going to do. it's just something that happens. Like all of a sudden you trip and you fall and you like totally didn't plan for that. Like you just fell. And so I always thought it was because you fall in love. Like all of a sudden, boom, you fell into it and you're like, whoa, I like love them. That's what I always thought it was.
Uh-huh. It's interesting because it's probably the only time in our vernacular
that we use the same language as when we sinned.
Where
fell in the garden.
Well, where fall has any positive connotation.
Uh-huh.
When does fall ever have a good connotation aside from that?
That's it. That's all I can think of.
That's a very interesting thought.
Yeah.
Because it's like fall is always almost universally perceived as something negative, but then for the the most existentially fulfilling aspect of human nature, we call that fall.
Yeah.
And that's in the Western English world. I don't know how it works, and we have to talk to Colette about that. But like, that's an interesting concept to me. Like, you love a person, but you fall. I don't understand. I'm not particularly sure. Like, because falling is risky.
Mm-hmm. You could get hurt.
You could skin your knee, or your entire body could explode, depending on how far the fall is.
Yeah. Or you could just fall onto something that's safe, and you could be very comfortable there.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. No, it's a very, very interesting thought. What do you give the song?
Oh, a 10, obviously.
A 10?
Yeah.
Okay. Separate the performance from the song. What would you give it?
Separate her vote.
Just what we experienced on the show. Well, I'm not going to do that because that's a song that we're reviewing. A 10. It's a 9.3 for me because I felt like they were, I don't want to say lazy. Instrumentally, they didn't go anywhere.
They didn't need to.
Like the Migla song, I keep calling them Migla. That's not the name of the band.
Yeah.
But like I felt like it was a rhythm and a progression I'd never heard before.
Yeah.
And so like even though it was kind of repetitive, I'm like, okay, this was different. I never heard this before.
Yeah.
But like I don't know, like the music seemed very generic to me. And
what about her vocals? You haven't heard that before. Of all these songs we've reviewed, nobody's been close to that for female vocals. Or maybe that's just in my opinion.
No, vocally nobody's been there.
Yeah. So there was an angle of it that was like, okay. So the other one you gave it a high.
I'm separating the vocals from the instruments.
Yeah.
But that's a good point, though.
So you did on the other one. You still gave it a 10.
Yeah, I separated the vocals from the instruments because the instruments I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
And the vocal, but then I also went with the lyrics, so the lyrics were extremely unique.
Okay.
Like my man Dirk said.
Yeah.
You know. Missed the wrong tree or whatever. That's a pretty significant line.
Yeah, that's true.
That song yesterday had lines that are going to stay with me for months.
Oh.
Right? Self-crucified.
Mm-hmm.
Missed the wrong tree or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to stay with me for a very, very long time.
Yep.
I'm not sure. There's no lines like that lyrically on this song, but the insight into human nature, usually it's one or the other. Usually it's like, oh, if you hurt my feelings, blah blah blah, and it's like it dwells on that and it doesn't go anywhere else. Where lyrically, this one was like, yeah, I'm gonna bleed or whatever, but at the same time, like, I'm going into the relationship without any care for losing the relationship, even though I know it would completely destroy me if I did lose the relationship, and that probably intrigues me because of the way that I am. So, that's probably a conversation for later.
Probably.
That's why you're getting a little nervous there. I'll give it 0.2 points, so 9.5. That's my final answer. You will not bully me into giving it a 10. I refuse.
You're gonna regret it.
What was that song? It was a Pink Floyd song?
Was it Neil that you didn't give a 10 to and you like regretted it later? There was one that you regretted it.
No, I didn't. I felt fine.
I think you keep listening to this one a few times and you're going to be like, that.
No, they've got a live DVD. I'm pretty sure it was this show. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
We'll have to ask Pony.
Okay.
All right, so 9.5?
For you. 10 for me. I think she was incredible.
Yeah, she was incredible, but she wasn't the only one up there. If it was an a cappella thing, I'd have given it a 10.
Yeah, but how do you know that that's not the point of the whole thing? The point
That's
is...
my point.
And I think the way that you described it, where it was like, basically, you know, how you said... like, when we're in our resurrected form, if... you know, we might be tempted to worship the person. The way that she was putting out, and like everybody else seemed like they were kind of like, and I felt like that added to the whole exalting of the whole thing.
I agree.
And yes, raise the women up. Yes.
Oh boy.
10, motherfucking 10.
I knew that was coming out. All the social justice warriors would be riding down. All the white knights would be there to care for you. Yeah. No, I just wish they would have try to do something.
Maybe that was the point, is what I'm saying. Maybe they weren't supposed to. Maybe it wasn't supposed to be like all these awesome blah blah blah.
It doesn't have to be awesome.
Everybody's trying to be awesome.
It doesn't have to be awesome. Just attempt.
Oh, I thought
make an attempt.
I didn't even. You're right. I didn't even notice it, but that wasn't important to me because I was so focused on her vocals and her performance, and I liked those little chains she had on her arm.
For me, if you had
what?
For me, if you want a 10, you gotta come with something a little.
But what I'm saying is, didn't you give the masked people a 10?
I did.
Because what? Oh, but I already forgot. We already went over this.
Because
and you
they were
because
well
of their
rounded.
Lyrics.
The
that's
instrumentality, the lyrics,
but you said
and
that
the performance. The vocals were okay. They weren't bad, but they weren't.
No, but they were just like her band members were. But you're saying the make it or break it thing is the actual lyrics. The lyrics in the other one is mad deep. You're gonna be chewing on that for weeks. These aren't.
Months,
you basically
I said months.
This one you basically have it. It's us.
I've never seen. I've never seen. I can't believe you did that. I've never seen you so passionate.
I would completely throw in so far. I'd be like, whatever happens. What?
I've never seen you so passionate about a song, Missy. It's very interesting to me.
I think she did a good job.
Yeah, I think she did a good job, but I'm not so sure about how passionate you are about the review here. Why are you trying to womansplain me into doing your thing, you bully?
No, because I just thought that you will end up changing your mind later.
9.5.
Okay.
I refuse.
10 for me.
Even if I was going to change my mind, I now definitely am not. Order! Order, okay. I say. Been out.
Sorry, out.
Gone. We're not really gone. That was just for the sake of the recording. All right, guys. We're back. They gave Mayhem like a 0 or a 1.
Women's playing. This is a fight you will not win, Vin. LOL. Okay. Well, shit, what? Because you think we're done. We're gone. Okay. So, do you guys, does somebody want to call us?
Well, yeah. I was kind of arrogant to assume that people would want to call in on Skype and talk to us anyway. People are just fine with their... What's up, KZ? Okay.
So, if somebody wants to call in and give us, say anything about this to us, send us an email at vinandsori.com and put your phone number and put in there what it is you want to say about the song. Like, basically just like an idea.
Well, they don't need to put in their phone number for Skype.
Oh, you're Skyping? I thought we were doing the phone call.
We just load up Skype. Of course, the thing is chopping off my head as usual. Yeah,
that was your fault. Should have put your chair down. Honey, why aren't we doing the Skype's going to be easier?
Yeah, you could
just... Oh, okay. I thought it was going to complicate it.
I mean, we can do the phone call thing, whatever you want.
Yeah, just send us an email.
I'll call. What are we talking about?
Oh, I missed a song. Never mind.
The song was shit, even by symphonic metal. Listen to this guy.
Yeah, that's true. Pony, are you going to call in? Did you have the question you want to ask? Okay, we want to know... I want to hear Pony and Alex debate this song. Because Alec is saying that the song was shit. Okay, so have you call Alec and I'll call Pony. No, Alex said all he wants to say. I don't think he wants to go up there and get womansplained. She's not going to womansplain. She's going to talk about what she knows best. I like the song a lot. Apparently people aren't really big fans of the song. Really? I enjoyed it. Really? You guys don't like it? I'm not debating him. Pony.
It's shit because
Yeah,
it's not
see?
metal. Well, not everything is supposed to be like metal. Or black metal.
Yeah. Okay.
I do want to talk to Alec, though, about Freezing Moon.
You want to talk to Alec? I'm so surprised.
Well, yeah. But, like, I don't understand how people think that Freezing Moon is a good song.
That's fine. If people don't want to talk about this one, I want to know about this.
I want
Freezing
to talk
Moon thing.
about this one.
Yeah. Mr. Big Swedish Fudge liked it.
Mr. Big Swedish what?
Fudge.
Who's that? Is
It's
that me? Am I the Swedish Fudge?
Mr. Big Swedish Fudge. I liked it. It was okay for me. Good vocals, though, says Evan.
KZ, I'm a large and she's a medium.
No, if it's men's sizes, I'm a small. If it's women's sizes, I'm a medium.
I didn't give Mayhem a 0. I gave it a 3 because of the drumming.
Yeah, but basically 0. Because we keep, every, different reviews that come up will be like, Mayhem! Ah!
Well,
I think every time that we bring them up and, insult them, it knocks it down a point, so now we're at 0.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
You were listening to Colin today, and he was saying when he gets the person on the show, he gives it to them hard like he does when they're not on the show. He's
Right.
like, I'm going to be that type of person.
Right.
And I was like, I felt convicted. I was like, oh my gosh, if we ever get to talk to Mayhem, I'm going to be like, you guys, I have to tell you, I think that you suck.
Well, we didn't say that they sucked. We were just confused because we kept hearing that this was like a groundbreaking song or whatever, and we just didn't get it. We were like, we need answers.
I don't know. I think I gave it a very, very low score.
I know one of you committed blasphemy. Women's sizes. You're a size medium, right?
I'm a size medium if it's women's. Yeah.
Yes, those are my the colors are correct. Yes, sir.
What color? Say the stuff out loud so we can see.
Yeah, lyrics are very lame. Somebody said that they're tipsy.
Who's tipsy?
They're like, I think it was Jasmine. She's like, I'll call, but I'm tipsy. I don't care. Even better. Did anybody listen? Okay, aside from me, Sori, and Pony, did anybody else like the Nightwish song? Okay, now this is interesting. So, Scissor, are you a Tarja fan? Because he said, imagine.
Yeah, I see.
He said, imagine listening to Korn to Daddy, and then some other vocalist comes out.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I bet if you have an emotional connection, because if you're coming, I don't know. Have I heard? I'd have to hear them side by side. I don't remember thinking anybody was as good as that.
What?
Nobody. We heard that Tarja girl, didn't we?
No, that was the second girl, the rebound one that nobody really thinks is that good.
Well,
okay, so Scissor is a Tarja fan, so he's gonna be a bit skewed on his understanding of the song.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, we'd have to hear the two singers. Maybe if we heard Tarja, we'd say she's way better.
Well, no,
I will know.
Well, he's right here, so I think what he's saying is he has an emotional connection to Tarja, so it's like blasphemous for anybody to sing her material.
Yeah.
I think that's what he's saying.
That makes sense. I'd feel that way. Nobody better try to take that Daddy song and do it. I've been a fan since I was 11, says Jasmine. Jasmine, question. If I gifted you guys Once Upon a Nightwish on Kindle, would either one of you read it? What is it?
What's Once Upon a Nightwish? Okay, so Scissor says, I'm completely biased.
Well, at least he knows it. He or she.
Honestly, that Nightwish song could be switched with any Within Temptation song. Who is this band Within Temptation?
We haven't heard of them?
I've never heard of these people.
Well, I think a skunk sprayed outside our window. Can you smell all that?
That's obvious, Your Grace.
My gosh. Well, I know it's a book, but what's it about?
It's about Nightwish.
Okay, just like their history, or?
She's drunk, so she can't.
Ever read Moz?
Plus, I think she's the most sensual performer of them all. Bertsum. When are we doing that villager reaction? Sometime next week, Alec.
Oh, we got a reaction with Alec?
But it better not be as whack as Freezing Moon. I'm sorry, Freezing Moon was terrible.
No, that's Vin's man stink. Wear it proud, brother. No, it's definitely not good weed. It is definitely skunk. Yeah, somebody has... Jace, you have no sense of smell?
Okay,
Seriously?
so Within Temptation is a Dutch symphonic metal band.
It's Nightwish's biography in a book. Would you read it? I don't know if I would. Yeah, I'm not much of a reader.
Oh my God, Bertram, what a troll!
They're gonna hate Bertram, LOL.
Yes, Chris.
Tosco just got in here. He just became a patron. So he just made it in tonight. This is the first time that we did one of these. You just made it.
We are actually going to do a track breakdown for Floyd, sir. So here's what's, and we just figured this out yesterday. So what we're gonna do, I don't know if you guys noticed, so Tool is pretty liberal with copywriting, meaning they won't block you.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Pink Floyd, what happened was we did the whole album straight through, and what happened was, I think with YouTube, if you have like 4 consecutive blocks on the same video, 4 consecutive claims on the same video, it just gets blocked.
Yeah.
So we had a hard time figuring out what the hell we were gonna do for
that Pink Floyd thing.
For the Pink Floyd breakdown. So here's the solution we came up with. We're gonna just shoot one mass video, but instead of uploading it to YouTube, we're gonna upload it to Patreon. So directly to Patreon. So
you guys will get the full.
So you guys are gonna get the A to Z, start to finish. It's not gonna be broken up. I haven't seen
that this option is available. Vin says he's seen it. So
there is a video option available. Yeah. What are you talking about? We put Breathe up there.
Uploaded, yeah, but what we uploaded was a YouTube video.
Yeah, you just click and it says file.
Okay,
just like any other one.
All right.
So
I don't know if they're going to say, you can only put certain size, and, those live listens are super long or whatever. We're going to try to figure out a way so we can give it to you guys fully, and then we'll bust it up on YouTube for everybody else.
Right. So YouTube, what we're going to do, so if you're a patron, you get the whole thing start to finish, and then if you're not a patron, then we're just going to have to upload it to YouTube, and it's going to have to be broken up song by song, because we don't care about the money, because we don't care, but it's going to get blocked. So, like, if you look at the live listen session for Pink Floyd, you know what? We should upload the live listen session from YouTube.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I don't know.
To here.
Well, I'd have to get it off the G drive because I think I already moved it all.
So
and it's all. I think it's all broken up.
No, it's not.
I don't know if. Okay, we'll try.
The one that where you said start at 30 minutes, and then whatever. It's not, that one's not broken up. It's straight through.
Okay, if you know where it is.
But it's still, you just said it was on the G drive.
Well, I don't know if it is. I'm saying all the broken up ones are, but I don't know if the full one is there or not. We'll check. I feel like everything that you're saying that's fun, I'm being not fun. I'm making it not that way. But yeah, we could try that one first.
Burzum isn't that Varg's band? Pussifer. We should do some Pussifer.
Okay.
Because we've been staying away from Tool because we're about to do the Enema one.
Yeah.
But Pussifer is basically still Maynard, but we haven't done any Pussifer yet.
Okay.
So we should do that pretty soon here. Good idea, guys.
What are you doing?
Okay, so we got that. I'm gonna try to upload the underground show, which isn't even uploading at all now. Okay. Oh.
Did you make sure it's public? I guess it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. I'll just do it from my phone. Okay. Can me and Jazz call you together? Yeah, I don't care. Call us.
Okay. So send us an email, vinandsori@gmail.com.
Why?
And then
just have a message you on Facebook Messenger.
What's the difference? Why do you have to just everything? And then tell me your phone number, and then we will do that.
We haven't heard yet. So if it's a band that we haven't heard, we'll do Bird. Bonjour. Nicholas, I read what you wrote. More and more Patreon stuff we do, they're at figuring out the best way to. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. God almighty. Alright, so we gotta bounce after this call then. We gotta balance it out. I just saw a picture of the big homie. Sad. I should have posted one of those like Trump tweets. Sad.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, we're back. We're back. No, what we were trying... It wasn't the kids. What we were trying to do was upload the Underground show. Them kids are torrenting again. Rudy, where is the mastered version of that song, my dude? Where is it? Where is it, Rudy? Where is the mastered version of that song, Rudy? Yeah, guys, if there's a little lag, just reload the page. It should work. Oh, it's a bit difficult on email?
Well, did they send it? We always do it through email.
Jasmine, are you new to the village, by the way? I don't remember ever like talking to you.
I know, yeah.
So that's pretty cool. New village, yeah.
I guess send your number through Messenger, Pony. And Jasmine, if you're on there. Because I'm not seeing any emails from you guys. I'm in the right one, right?
That would be it. See if Skook. Sarcaster, ask the question again. Oh, well, hurry up, Rudy. Good Lord.
Chris said she just joined 2 hours ago.
Who, Jasmine?
Yeah.
I know.
Okay, so what's happening?
I think Jasmine is gonna... So, Pony is gonna put her baby to bed.
Oh, so what should we do? I mean, we've got to upload that other video.
I'm an undertaker, not a murderer. Is she really an undertaker?
Jasmine, did you send me an email or something with your number?
I don't think they want to do it without doing it
without
together.
Each other.
That's
okay.
Why. That's why. There it is.
Okay.
So we got Sherry's number.
So she's good now? I needed to get Little Monkey to bed, so...
She took care of it.
Okay. So we're just waiting for... Okay, hold on. We're just gonna get the other number. Jasmine!
Can somebody phonetically explain to me how to pronounce Migla, M-G-L-A? The black metal band we listened to yesterday? Tasco, we're coming up with basically...
Hello. Is your little monkey in bed? Okay. All right.
Mgwa? Mgwa.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Mgwa. Magwa? Mgwa.
Okay.
Mgwa.
Okay.
And then we got Jazz's number on Facebook.
Oh, really?
Have we ever actually been able to talk to Pony?
Nice. I saw somebody say I brought
Megwa.
them in, and I didn't catch who it was or what it was, but that must have been what was said. They met because of Nightwish.
Really?
Like through the village? Or just, oh, is that the other person you were talking about? On Reddit. Yeah, I remember that. Okay. So she's wanting to only come on once Jasmine's on.
I know.
But we don't have anything from Jasmine yet, right? Messaged you my number on Facebook. Jasmine did.
Okay. Let's see.
Okay, hold on, Pony.
I don't know, Miss Jasmine. Where are you?
Did you private message us?
Uh-oh.
Huh?
I think she probably put that on the actual village page.
Oh, no. Did she put it on the actual village page?
Yikes.
Oh, no. Delete it if you did.
Yeah, Jasmine Marquez. No, she liked it, but she didn't post it.
I know.
Where is it? No, that was a different one. There she is. All right, there it is.
Okay, hold on.
All right, so
Yes.
just hit
Hold on.
merge.
How do you do that?
You just hit add.
Okay. Hold on.
You just add call, and then go to the keypad, and then type her number. And then it's about to go down. And then once she picks up, it's going to let us merge. And then you put her on speaker.
Here, take that because I'm going to shut the AC off.
Hello?
Hello, Clarice. You there?
She's like, I'm not Clarice, so I'm hanging up.
Jasmine.
Yes.
This is Vin and Sori.
I'm Vin.
I'm sorry.
Okay, hi.
It's about to go down. Okay, so we got Jazz, and then we've got Pony. Pony, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Wow, they sound quite a bit alike.
I know. Maybe it's a Nightwish thing. They all sound the
Sorry
same.
about that.
Okay, so...
So I'm going to need one of you guys to talk like a man. I'm just kidding.
Oh, my gosh.
I'll do it. It doesn't work if we both do it. Damn it. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, are both of you floor people? First of all, is that how to properly pronounce her name?
Yes.
Floor. Okay. So are you both floor people or are you Tarja people?
I am both, actually. Yeah, same here. I love Tadia and Floor, both the same.
Okay.
Maybe Floor a little more. I personally love Floor more, but because I was a big After Forever fan, so I am a little biased, yes. But for Nightwish, I was a big Tadia fan. Like, I cried when they dismissed her for almost a year about
Whoa.
it. Hold on. Odin, come on. Odin. Sorry, I'm like putting my dog outside right now.
I'm stuck for blasphemy! You named your dog Odin!
Oh my gosh!
You blasphemed the All-Father!
Isn't it a Doberman? Yes, he is.
I did feel a little bit offended, I'm not gonna lie. we're watching Vikings, so I'm like caught in between. No Viking spoilers.
No.
I've not yet seen it at all. What season are you on? I'm on season 3 right now.
Oh, I think we're on season 3 or season 4. Season
It's
4.
so good.
I love it.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, so Raul,
I'm away from my computer.
Raul, we are talking to. Oh, that was really good, Sarcaster. Odin, don't pee on floor. Get it? Floor? Anyway.
Oh.
Oh my god.
So
I can't see the chat, by the way. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm outside right now, so. Yeah, I have to be, otherwise you guys will hear lots of screaming for a very upset 3-year-old.
Oh, no.
How dare you put me to
Oh,
bed?
baby. Her Abbott impersonation is getting better right now. Oh my gosh, it's adorable.
So we're
Her child
talking.
is like a sass master.
I'm trying to explain to people what's happening because somebody just jumped in and said, "What's happening?" We are talking to
Pony and
Jasmine, and they're both.
Don't get that out of your mouth.
Okay, they're both Nightwish fans. And so we're talking about Nightwish. There's a lot of hate, Raul, in the chat about Nightwish. Lots of hate.
Yeah.
Lots of discontent. We like the song.
I knew it would happen. I knew it was coming.
Why? How did you know that?
Because it's inevitable. If you've ever looked on any Nightwish video ever, all you see is just anybody mentions somebody versus somebody. Oh my lord! It's like it really is Armageddon.
Wow.
So do you think it's just because she left or the circumstances of her departure that made people crazy?
Well, what were the circumstances?
I think it's both. Yeah, honestly, you know the circumstances behind Tatia's departure?
No.
Okay, so she was dismissed via a letter, and that letter was posted publicly on Nightwish's official website.
Are you serious?
We talked about this during the
We
Poet
did?
and Pendulum.
Yeah, but there's too much information coming at me. That's terrible. By a letter? You told me that?
Yes, by a letter, and it was after one of their very last, I think it was like their last, wasn't it their last performance? Yeah, like 2005. Wasn't it like the Heart Wall? I'm not really positive on the like details there because I was really upset, so I try not to.
Wow.
I can probably look it up online right now. Oh God, I didn't even know. Yeah, I think also because her voice was so unique, and her presence was so regal. You know, it kind of gave them a different vibe than what they have now. Right. And I think people really grew attached to her because of. You know. I think just like with any original lineup, people are going to be upset when there's a change. Mm-hmm. And I think the way that it all happened and went down, I don't agree with what they did. But I continued on listening just because it was like important to me. The music was so. Mm-hmm. And you guys know my history there on that. It was my parents' favorite band and all, and so yeah. And so I really think it affected fans deeply when she left because she was kind of like the perfect headline or the head lady for Nightwish. It just like blended perfectly. And then they replaced her with an ABBA cover band singer, basically. No hate, really, no hate. It is. It's a big difference. I think it was just such a dramatic difference. Fans didn't really know how to respond because I certainly didn't because I was expecting this awesome angel to come down from heaven and sing to us, and there was Annette. Well, I remember when Nightwish was initially in conception, they wanted to have someone with more of a childlike voice. Some of the influences were I don't remember their name, but the lead singer is Carrie Ruslatin. Third and Immortal. Yeah, her. And she has more of this girly voice, and I think maybe Tuamat wanted to kind of go back to those roots that he initially was trying to go for, and Annette has that type of voice and everything.
Oh.
Yeah, it was an experiment, and obviously it didn't work, but I was kind of pissed off by the way Annette was dismissed from roles. She kind of half-assed performances too. Yeah.
So
we joke around a lot, but
so what happened? They just kicked her out. They said, "Look, honey, it's not working."
Pretty much with both of them. Yeah.
Yeah, but why do it in a letter form? Why didn't they tell her? So she found out when everybody else did?
Mm-hmm. No, everybody. Well, the fans didn't know. They found out when she did, but the band had been planning it, and up till they actually gave her a letter at the end of a concert and said, "Don't open it till tomorrow."
What the heck? You know what?
Yeah, it was really shady.
That's kind of like, isn't that how it is with sports? Like, they don't know they're being traded till they're being traded?
These guys find out on Twitter.
Yeah.
Well, there's this theory that Talia's husband, Marcelo, had allegedly told Thomas that his love for Talia could never be because, you know, they were together and this and that. And actually, Ghost Love Score came out around this same time. And she was actually released from the band after that. But there was also some talk of her leaving the band anyway for a solo career, and that was actually meant to be her last tour anyhow. And then they were going to do one more CD together, and then that was going to be that. But they decided there's no point, you know. Right. Because she also had kind of like a diva attitude too. So, you know, there's a lot going on there that I think a lot of fans are quick to take sides.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when I was younger, I initially took the guy's side more, you know, just because I guess internalized misogyny, blah, 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 and everything. But I just remember reading some interviews with Talia and everything, and she was mentioning how when she was touring with Nightwish, how she was often left alone in hotel rooms, how uncomfortable she was with their excessive drinking and everything, and a lot of her so-called demands were just, you know, being provided basic meals and all that stuff. So that was some of the conflict.
Wow.
Sorry, I'm spacing out.
Wow.
Yeah. A lot of miscommunication is basically what it seems to have boiled down to with the departure with Talia and everything, though.
That's crazy. And then you know what's interesting is, like, I get people say, well, just focus on the music, but like understanding the internal drama affects your understanding of the music.
Yeah.
Because we don't know anything. We don't know this Talia person.
Right.
So it's like, oh, this girl came in, she rocked it.
Yeah.
She was amazing. I didn't know, like,
Yeah.
But there's other people will be like, no, I like the Talia. So it's gonna affect how you interpret the song.
Oh, for sure. Definitely.
You're not just looking at that objectively after that.
Nope.
Please.
Nope.
It's
well, with me, like, initially, like, I was really excited to hear, like, the single release for Imaginarum, or I'm sorry, not Imaginarum, Dark Passion Play, and then I heard Amaranth, and I was like, well, what the fuck is this? And, you know, so for a while, you know, I still bought the album, and I still listened to it, and you know, I was like, nah, I can't do it, dude, I just can't, and so, you know, I kind of admittedly abandoned them for a little bit, but I still listened to the old stuff, and they were still my favorite. During this time, I was also kind of like listening to After Forever a lot. That's when I kind of started listening to them. So I went that route instead for a little while, but then when I heard Floor was replacing Annette, that's when I was like, whoa, damn, okay, wait a second. This is going to be amazing, even if it's just for a tour, and then later they announced that she was, you know, permanent, and of course I screamed so loud my neighbor called and checked on me.
Oh my gosh!
What did you, so I want to actually read a criticism of Nightwish, and tell me as objectively as you can what you two think of this. Why am I not listening to Nightwish anymore? Because it was too much of the same. That's it. What's your take on that? Do you think that they're repetitive in their style? Do you think they go different places, or what? Or do you?
First of all, I want to know what album it was they stopped listening to. Where they stopped. Tell me what album it was.
Okay.
Because, admittedly, the first few are kind of, you know, like a similar kind of theme, but because Talia was so limited on her vocals, they couldn't really experiment.
Whoa, okay. So
that's my personal opinion. I'm not saying that's from the horse's mouth or anything. I'm saying that's my personal opinion. So.
I see. That makes a lot of sense. What?
Pony, is that your husband?
Yeah, and he's actually just out of the shower, and I'm very distracted.
He's like, tell
Whatever,
him
it
to
doesn't
react
matter.
to...
You need to go. He wants you to react to 1349 is the point.
1349, what's that? What
It's
band?
a black metal band.
That's the
That's
name?
the name of the band. It's a black metal band. 1349.
You
Okay.
send it to us in Messenger.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay, before we let you guys go,
Play.
rate that song. You don't rate all Nightwish songs 10s, do you?
Personally, no.
Okay.
And honestly, Ghost Love Score for me is not one that I ever really suggest. And if I do, it is the live version with Floor because of that note at the end that she hit.
Oh, man.
And
Yeah, that's
I always suggest the Buenos Aires one because it's so overlooked. Because that crowd, I love the energy. I don't care if it's a low quality. The crowd just makes up for it. And that ending, shit. But that song for me, actually, I would probably rate it an 8.
Ha!
really.
What about you,
Personally,
Jasmine?
Her performance, I would rate that like 10, but I also would rate Tadea's performance a 10 of that same song. So,
I actually have to go. My dog is just crying like crazy, so I'm sorry.
love you, Jazz.
Wait. What were you going to rate it? Throw out your number.
Yeah, forget about your family. Throw out your
Throw out your number.
8.5.
8.5. Okay, goodbye.
All right, bye.
All right, Pony. Thank you.
And no, actually, to finish off what I was saying, no, I would disagree. I think they have a lot of versatility, especially after the album Once, and you get into Dark Passion Play and Imaginarium, and then Endless Forms Most Beautiful, they start experimenting with folk. Like admittedly, the first few albums are kind of similar,
But that's due to Homegirl being limited.
that's my personal opinion, yes.
Okay.
And that was limited too. So let's see where they go with Floor. Like I'm saying, don't hate on the girl. You don't know what she can do. Check out After Forever. I'm telling you. I keep telling you. Check out After Forever, and you will see why I personally love Floor.
Good. All right.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks,
you.
Pony. Bye.
Bye.
All right, guys. Okay, so 1349 is when the Black Plague hit Norway.
Okay.
So they named the band 1349.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah, that's pretty black metal. That's a black
That
metal
is.
thing to do.
Yikes.
Can you imagine? God almighty. What a terrible situation, huh?
He ordered. As soon as I get it, I'll send over some goodies.
Thanks, sir.
Yeah.
1349. That's good.
We gotta upload that song, babe.
Yeah, I know.
We got a lot
I
of
know.
people waiting.
I know. Okay, guys. Thank you for this. Somebody keep emailing us about the plan for the song selection. I think we've got a pretty good outline, but we've got to come up with some smart ways to organize it so it doesn't create hours of labor for Sori.
Right, that's what I'm trying to avoid. I want more time with the kids.
Yes, but I also think it's a really cool way.
I think it's a really cool idea, and I think once we talk to Mark, we might come up with something that will work. Something that makes sense. That's not make a poll on Twitter.
No, bro, we're not going to delete it and react to the Tarja version instead.
You guys are funny.
Make a poll on Twitter. Well, it's not that easy because the $1 people get 1 point, the
Right.
$5
He
people
made a
get
whole
2,
point system.
and the $10 people get 3, and whoever hits 50 points first wins the song. And
See, Vin is fun, and he's not afraid of work. So he comes up with all these great ideas. I'm like, yeah, but babe, that's a lot of hours.
But it's the best way to reward people for being patrons while at the same time not just automatically giving it to the heaviest bidder while at the same time acknowledging that the heavier bidders should have more points.
Word.
So it's the perfect way to balance everything.
All right, guys.
I think that's it. I've got some dinner to eat and some videos to edit and some Vikings to watch. We were only able to watch one episode last night.
We can take a walk.
We were only able to watch one episode last night because somebody's a lightweight. I won't mention anybody's name.
It was 4 o'clock in the morning. He's
As
not
I
going to
said.
mention that he's been taking a nap during the day for the last 2 days.
Untrue. I took a nap today?
Yes, you did.
I did not take a nap today. What are you talking
This
about?
morning I came in when I was setting up all kinds of stuff. You were sleeping on the bed.
I was resting
When the
my
guy,
eyes.
you were not resting your eyes. When the guy was putting in the sink, I was awake. Okay.
So $5 worth of points to the chariot.
We'll let you know. Don't start. Don't start yet.
Yeah, well, email us ideas. Thank you, Kel, for the things happening. $1 people unite. That's exactly what I want to do.
Yeah, I know.
I want the $1 people to form alliances, and I want them to recruit the
And
5s
they will.
and the 10s
We will
and
find
the
a way.
20s.
We will let you know what's
See?
happening.
$10 patrons hit me up on the village. That's exactly what we want.
Yep. I know, and I think that's a great idea. We just have to figure out how this is going to actually...
So
Okay.
we've got to figure it out. Nothing is going to be official until we send until we shoot an update video about it.
Right.
But that's what we're planning on doing, guys. All right. Vin out. Thank you guys
Sori
so
out.
much for hanging out.
Bye, guys.
It's going to be better.
Yeah. We got to work out some of these bumps.
as we work out the kinks. But thank you for coming and experimenting with us. Vin out.
Sori out.
Gone.
Gone.